Finally. Ouch. Are you finished? I had my serum tweaked to insulate my skin, so that was like doo-doo off a duck's back. If I was you, I'd calm down, Jefferson. It's dark outside, but anyone could see us right now. Don't blow your cover, big dummy. I just stopped by to say I haven't forgotten.
What?
I haven't forgotten all the stress and strife you caused me over the years. I also haven't forgotten that you cost me my sister's life.
No, that was all you. I haven't forgotten that you murdered my father. So no matter what everybody else thinks, I know who you are.
What's up? What's up, fam?
What's up? What's up, man? I had to mute that because that was the only good part of the show last week.
The only good part. Oh shit. Okay. We already with the shit.
We with the shit today.
Oh man. Okay. So yeah, y'all, welcome back to Black Lightning Matters. This is season 4, the farewell season, episode 2. I am your co-host, Rain Coleman, the Carefree Black Nerd, and I have with me today, like I do every episode.
Hi, my name is Cole Jackson, and I am disgruntled.
Oh shit.
And it snowed today. Look at that. It's a snow day today, even though I work from home. So you have that. So
well, I mean, yeah, we do have that. Yeah. What's up? Okay, so y'all, this is episode 2. Make sure to use that hashtag BLMPod when you're watching the episode, when you're listening to this podcast. If you're not listening to it on YouTube and you're watching us, do all your communication on that BLMPod hashtag. Join us for the pregame every Monday, 15 minutes before the episode airs, depending on your time zone. So, what is that? 7:45 Central, 8:45 Eastern, Western. Make sure to catch us there.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it, and then follow us on Twitter while we do our hashtag live tweet thing. Cole. What's up, man?
We're probably gonna get demonetized this episode.
Okay, well let's do
that right now.
Let's get right to the shit. All right, so episode 2. This is where I have an issue. Now the description I found is different from the description that is now posted, which says the war between the 100 and the Kobra Cartel rages on. That's all to say. Now, when I looked up this episode, it also said Lynn continues to be concerned about Jefferson. Also said Jennifer's curiosity is piqued by a new boy at school. Where was that? So I have a theory. Oh,
shoot.
So getting right into it. What's up? What's up? Initial thoughts, feelings. Did they, what's up? How we feeling?
This thing on? Okay.
Yeah.
I hated this whole damn episode. This shit was horrible.
Okay.
If you look at my notes, here's my notes. Here's my notepad.
Okay.
The top part is the good.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. Bad.
For those of you in podcast land, yeah, it's like a page and a half of bad, and it's like a paragraph of good. God damn.
A paragraph, that's 2 sentences. I just write.
I was trying to be liberal. I don't. So what's up? Come on. Talk to us.
Oh, wait a minute. First of all, this episode was horrible. What was your experience with the episode, right?
It felt like a hodgepodge of different scenes. It felt like there were a few. I don't know how to say.
Okay, look, this week on BLM Pod, Rain, keep it real. How about that? Keep it real.
No. I'm saying I don't know how to, because it felt like either a bunch of extra scenes that they put together to make one episode, or it felt like a bunch of different episodes were done and then they kind of mush some shit together because it felt like an episode, but it didn't feel cohesive at all.
They made a Black Lightning sandwich.
Yeah, it was. It's almost like, and I'm thinking, and then not making any excuses for the show, that perhaps it's the social distancing of it all, where maybe we're like focusing on one timeline here, and like I don't know how to explain it, but it did feel like a mashup of different scenes. It didn't feel like a smooth, solid episode. So I don't know.
Right. You got to sell me on this, man. My good is not that much. What about your good? Do you want to? I started last week. Do you want to good stuff from the episode?
My good, honestly, is seeing Jennifer using her powers. I know even if you're not happy with her role in the show, there's not been many times where she's been on her own using her powers when she wasn't being manipulated or wasn't with Khalil or wasn't locked in her room. So I do like that aspect of it because we saw what she could do. We saw her little healing factor. We saw. I like that. I also liked that we're still focusing on Jefferson. As frustrated as I am with him, I'm like, okay, maybe this is part of his arc of I'm mad, I gotta get back to me. But I really, really like the Jennifer stuff because again, we were not getting her in a role that felt like she had command of her own faculties, powers, whatever. It felt like she was always,
But that's the thing. I think this season, China McClain is only in a certain amount of episodes.
Now that when you say that, let's stop there. What I'm thinking, this is why I say that this episode felt kind of mixed matched together, is because she said she was only in like maybe 6 episodes. So what I'm thinking is, I don't know how them contracts are, but maybe they have all of her scenes, and like in the description where it says Jennifer's curiosity is piqued by a new boy at school, maybe that was supposed to be in this episode, but knowing that she has, only limited appearances, let's chop that up and move that somewhere else. So even though she's only in 6 episodes worth of screen time, maybe they're gonna spread it out throughout the season, because that's I was like, this doesn't even feel. This feels weird,
I'm trying to be civil. I'm done. You gonna have to sell me on coming back next week. I'm fucking done.
Come on.
You have okay. I'm not gonna get into the bad yet because I got a whole lot of rant about in the bad.
Okay.
What other good you have? Let's put a pin on the
Jennifer
the Jennifer situation.
Okay. The other good is, which really ain't that good, but it's good, is the introduction of Darius. Because like Marcus, and I say this because there are no black men on this show, like no young black kids, like they keep getting murdered and killed off. So like the fact that he's there, I'm good with it. I don't really like the role that he's occupying in the show,
right?
Because what the hell? What else? I like the CGI of Grace.
Stop. We're going into CGI shit. Then we have completely lost track of what we like about the show or what we.
Honestly, I think Jefferson's the focus on him, I guess, is what I'm liking. I don't like all the things he's doing, but hell, Gamby getting with his own Lynn Whitfield. I like that too.
Yeah, that's in my good pile.
Yeah, Gamby need to get
Gamby's Jungle Fever is good.
Yeah, his is probably the most interesting storyline at this point because I don't know what the fuck is going on. But there's a love interest, there's a new job possible, and then knowing what we know about Gamby, she could be backstabbing him. So I'm like,
or he could be doing that to her.
I mean, so that's I'm like, his is more exciting. Yeah, really, I don't know. That's probably it for me.
We matched up on the Gammy part of it. The Gammy Jungle Fever thing, most definitely thought that is a great part.
Yeah.
The therapy sessions are really pulling me in. I think that the therapy sessions are amazing. I think those are being handled very well. I like the therapist. I think the therapist telling them how it is, and we us learning about different things as far as like we find out that Lynn doesn't have a hobby or friends apparently.
Okay, wait. So hold up there. Put a pin in that. What I'd like the therapist as well. Was it explicitly said? Because we were trying to figure that out online last night. Does she know that he's a meta? Does it feel that way to you?
I think they're talking in general speaks to the therapist. Yeah. I think the therapist doesn't know that they're metas.
That feels silly only because Perina exists in this world. So you have somebody.
I feel like that. I think that was needed for Jennifer's character at the time. I don't think she would be able to handle Jefferson and Lynn's situation.
No, I'm not saying she will. What I'm saying is the fact that someone like Perina exists who can help out, who seems to be qualified enough with the mental health of it all, and also is aware. Because I mean, the therapists don't have to have powers. I don't need that, but it feels like if we're really doing the therapy thing, I know that I'd like the scenes just as much as you. I'm not saying that they're bad, but I feel like if that's the case, why not have a therapist who knows everything? Like expose yourself fully. Because I don't know, hide it behind the general, he did things in the past. No, just say this nigga is Black Lightning. So I don't know. But I do like the therapy scenes though. I do like that.
Those are really pulling me in, and those are really, I think the therapist is a good I think it's a good tool to be able to kind of help us understand what's going on with, because this season, and I know we're just 2 episodes in, I have no idea where we're going.
Me either.
I got no idea what ride they're taking me on. I am completely confused on everything. I have no idea. And I know, and we have to, I think one of the things that we have to understand, and one of the things that is prevalent in this show is it's a year, they leaped forward a year.
And I don't think they do that well enough. I don't think
they did a horrible job.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting that for one, and then for two, to do that time jump, and I mean we get Jennifer with her haircut low, that's something, but nothing feels like we've jumped forward a year. And maybe it's because we've been almost gone for a year, like in the real world. I don't know, but on the show it doesn't.
They're doing a very bad job. Very bad job. Okay, the good's gone out of the way. You have any good point? Because it's time for us to go in on this show.
Okay.
Let me lead the way on the bad, please. Look.
Go ahead. You got it. You got it, fam.
I don't understand the 100 and the Cobra War at all. What is it doing? Why is it here? What are we going?
MacGuffin. That's all it is. Yeah, I'm with you. They did. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
They opened up the episode talking about this war, and you have Tattoo. I call him Tattoo Man. I know it's Lala, but I want to call him by his comic book name, Tattoo Man. Tattoo Man wants to be the only power here in Freeland. Okay, I get that. I literally really don't know what the hell is happening with. Where did this war? Did I miss something in the last season that should have shown me that they were going to be a war?
Well, we knew that there was going to be a Markovian war thing, but what it feels like to me is that the Riverdale writers got their hands on a few scripts and was like,
bringing the Riverdale.
Fuck the audience, just do this. Because I'm with you. To have a time jump, it does not feel like we've jumped a year in time. 2, this war that they keep speaking on, there is no representation of that outside of exposition here and there. Like there are no, like Freeland looks the same. There's no I don't know, graffiti. I know that's minor, but there's nothing that's like that shootout that happened. What is that? First of all, what is this? What is that? What is that?
They shooting. Shooting.
No one shoots like that. Not even beginners. No one shoots like that. But yeah, no, I don't. the war, I think the script and the visual are not matching up. For some reason,
Right.
you can't, this isn't a novel. You can't just say this happened. You have to,
Right.
I don't know, like Marcel talking about, man, after the war, I lost my house. We've been living in a car. Sir, what the hell are you talking about?
I love that part. Why didn't you come to me, Marcel? You can't do shit, man. You can't do nothing for me. I'd have lost everything.
Yeah.
Love that part. He told Jefferson where to stick it, and then he was like, I quit.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's yeah. The war is trash.
It's pissing me off because you could have used the 100. We are missing so many great opportunities with. I mean, you have preached this same sermon,
yes,
several episodes.
Yes.
And all I'm saying is, wow, why are you guys not using the 100 to the best of your ability?
Because and why are you trying to use them now? Just to like wrap up that they're a huge plot hole that was never used well? Why are you bringing them up now? And the Cobra Clan, or what is it? The Kobra Cartel. What the fuck was Lady E?
Cobra Clan.
Fat Man Scoop Cobra Clan. Because what the fuck is this? Because fam, honestly, that feels that doesn't even fit. I mean, is it because Eve, Lady Eve, and Adam, the snake? Like, where is the correlation? Where is
they came up with that out of nowhere? Because I don't even remember that in season 3.
Fam, honestly, like I've been saying, them two fucking dread tuxedo niggas, they look like Janelle Monáe's Wonderland Art Society. They would have did better saying this is the Wonderland gang. That would have made more sense to me. Cobra Kai season 4? No, man. I don't know. I'm with you though. I'm with you. Okay.
This is killing me, and they open it up with this, and I guess we get no exposition for real. We don't. It's been a year later, and we don't know what's happened through this year
at all.
So the whole Tobias Jeff or Black Lightning meetup is too early. It's too early. I mean, I know it's distance, but what I'm saying is, why are we getting this? Why is he meeting him outside of school? So in second episode, where's the setup to get to that point? Like, he should be breaking Jefferson down, and then this should happen in like episode. We don't even know how many episodes.
I was about to say this might be the mid-season finale. we get 4 episodes, and that's it.
That's it. This should be happening after Tobias has put in some work to get to this point where Jefferson's broke down. And he was like, oh yeah, like feeling a little heavy-hearted or something, say something crazy. And he was such a generic bad guy. I am usually praising Tobias on these episodes. He was so generic this episode.
Well, one thing that I don't like about Tobias' story is that he's always had very interesting henchmen and people around him. The fact that we got this white bald nigga and then this Asian chick, why are we not spending time developing them? Like, so I could be like, oh shit, what's her name? Vicky? Oh, Vicky, she badass with accounting and bald dude. And then with that, he said, when he was staring at her, she was like, what am I, a threat? He was like, no, not as long as I'm here. And I sense she's such and such. So I'm like, is he a meta? Can he sense her intention? No. Who is this man? Who is this white man?
I don't know. They haven't set it up yet. And I think that kind of goes back to the first season when Tobias had his crew then, and we kind of really didn't know a lot about them then. But
this 4 seasons in, I'm not about to care about these motherfuckers.
We didn't even know this nigga had came back.
I didn't know this white man, this secretary, working every day of the week.
Why is he a secretary?
I mean, he's at your job when no one else is there, helping you get on your feet.
He gonna have a nice
4 seasons in. I can't, man. Fuck, I don't. Who is this nigga? And then the fact that Vicky, I'm assuming her name is Vicky, the Asian actress.
It don't matter because
Vicky showed up, and I get that she's like helping with development or whatever the hell she's doing, but like
guys buying land up, undeveloped housing projects.
The Browns. I don't know, whatever that neighborhood was called. That's another thing. One place where the show really has failed is that if we're talking Freeland, and we're talking a black city, pretty much Atlanta. Why haven't you solidified in season 1 what these neighborhoods were, like a map of the, like, even if it's just Jefferson live on the north side, Freeland High School is on the west side, all of the bad guys on the east side, and then all the civilians on the side. Like, there, you gave us South Freeland, sure, but I don't know the geographical makeup of this city.
Right.
I don't know where anything connects. Like, go to, I just don't understand.
It's outside of Atlanta, we know that much, and we got that from the On the Run season with
which was that, season 3, season 2?
Yeah, it's probably season 2.
I don't know, but like, what is that's it's strange. It's a strange way to tell a story because if we were maybe Batwoman, no, Batwoman doesn't really suffer from that.
Don't do that.
It's just weird.
Don't do that.
No, I was speaking to the geography of like Gotham, and then like four people. Yeah, not the show quality of the show though. But
my only thing is, like I said before, let me bring this back around. All Tobias and Jefferson meetup was bad to me.
Yeah,
like, I just didn't like it. I didn't think it was necessary in episode 2. I thought they could have most definitely waited until episode 5 or something like that before bringing that situation up. Like, you know, I'm gonna take everything away that you love and all this. Man, just let him manipulate things first and get to that point. Don't do that. Like, it just felt bad and it felt wrong. It was too early. I hated it. I hated the whole scene. I didn't even enjoy. And then Jefferson's like, I can still whoop your, like, Jefferson, you ain't never won a fight
since Wendy in season 1. Wendy,
he say lose.
Wendy, she whooped his ass. She said, yeah, but no, yeah, that was
but
that whole I don't forget you killed my sister. Well, I ain't gonna forget you killed my dad. I was like, what? What are y'all talking about?
We way past that now.
Like, all the shit y'all done to each other since then.
We way past that.
Okay. Can we get another living single cameo if we're gonna do all that? Because
that's on the Equalizer, so
well, maybe it's the shared universe.
Nah.
Equalizer season 2 is Black Lightning season 5. I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm with you.
So Lynn needs to stop. I'm done with look, Lynn is a horrible Storm cosplayer. We need to stop this. We need to put this down, fam. This is terrible. Lynn is a horrible cosplayer, a Storm cosplayer. She is horrible. I'm done with this. I'm completely done with this shit.
Okay.
I'm tired. I am tired of her. Okay, before I even get into that, going away from the family dynamic that I really enjoyed in this show, has completely soured me. I don't like it.
Now, what about it don't you like?
Well, I mean, Jefferson got up in the middle of the night and he woke up on the damn ground, and she just stood there. Like, like the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? She didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
Like, time to make eggs.
Get up. I thought you were on the couch. Get up. Like, no, ma'am. What?
It's like, you would think that whole situation last season would have made them a little bit more stronger, since they're exposed. Like, people know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this will help their family dynamic. They'll be stronger. But like, their whole family's fucked up, and it's like, I don't understand. I just don't get the whole thing with Lynn. Like, is she just, if you're gonna make her a crackhead, make her a crackhead. Stop this shit.
She is not okay. Now, my issue, and this is the show, it's not even the characters, it's the show, because first of all, they made her addicted to green light. That served no purpose. Secondly, it's been a year. Now, if we could do all this moving around, a whole war happened, you can't put her and Jefferson back on the same team. Do we honestly need them to be this strained black couple? Like, why is this still the case? You've had a year. I can believe in a year they got their shit together and maybe they're going to therapy just as a tune-up. Why are they still not on the same page. Like you said, after a war, and then we can come out of it with Lynn like, oh, I don't got no friends.
Girl,
why are we worried about that?
What was you doing when y'all was separated? You was going to the happy hours. I know you was.
I mean, the scientist happy hours, maybe. I don't know.
Lynn had a life before she got back with Jefferson. You cannot sell me that she did not. And you can't sit up here and sell me that she doesn't have any friends like that. Like,
okay, they didn't write none on the show. She has no life. The only Pierces with friends were Jefferson and Jennifer. Anissa don't count because she had all these girlfriends. Those ain't your friends. Those are your girlfriends, yeah. But Keisha's gone.
Where is Keisha at?
Keisha left. She moved out.
Can we find Keisha, please?
Keisha in Metropolis. She moved out. She said, "Fuck this. I'm out. I go to Metropolis High School. I'll graduate from there. Freeland ain't it.
Damn.
Let's go to Decatur or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's been a year. Why do we still have this black couple with this terrible? And it's not even handled well. Like if they were going through type shit, and it's like at the end they realize, my role is the scientist and the mother and the backbone, and your job is to fight the motherfuckers in the street. Sure, right. But where are we even going? Like, are we going to end season 4 where they officially separate? Like, what are they?
Or what? Lynn does not have to have superpowers. She don't gotta have superpowers. She was the smart motherfucker. She was a motherfucker without the superpowers who could get in and out of the. I can get into the labs and figure these things out. Okay, cool. You worked in that role, but when you got her doing this shit, you can forget that.
When she came down off the
she was on the Wiz.
Man,
she was the witch from the Wiz.
Man, look, you better ease on down
with that terrible ass damn Storm outfit on. Get out of here.
That was Matrix. Get it right. That was Matrix Couture. Yeah, it felt unnecessary. This COVID mask that she wears that gives her, all the powers, the Infinity Stones. I would be okay with that. No, because we did that last season. We did that with Wayne Brady, Gravedigger. We did that type of thing. And then you're not getting stuff done, like going out and telling them to like kidnappers, which I think that scene was handled poorly. Those 2 kidnappers from episode 1, he was like, put the girl down, lay on the ground, and don't do this no more. It's like, but those powers are going to wear off. Like in a week, this guy's probably going to kidnap another girl. Like, This is weird. Kill him. Like, kill him or turn him over to the police. Like, do something. This is odd. So
I'm tired of and she's been through rehab.
She's been through a lot.
We find out through the therapy sessions that she has had rehab. She's supposed to be sober. How's sobriety doing? I'm still smoking crack. It's fine for me.
She's smoking.
She is smoking crack, Rain. Now look, we've argued about this for seasons upon seasons. It is crack. Okay. She's taking crack. Let's leave it at that. Look, I'm tired of this. Let's get rid of these powers with Lynn, even though I don't need a whole family of superheroes. We were doing well with what we had when she was sitting up here being the person that could get into the labs and doing these things. It's great. Mm-hmm. When you got her floating down looking hella stupid because she was looking hella dumb, getting shot at, and then you got Thunder standing over. That was horrible too. That was a shitty ass scene. This girl is still standing. She done cleared out everything, and she's still standing there in her pose. Who does that?
She did.
Waiting to get shot.
I mean, I don't even get the motivation of the villains at this point. Like, y'all outnumber these heroes, but you're not actively trying to kill them. And then when this thing happens, why not just leave with everybody? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, you know that it's dumb because all of this is stupid. I don't like how where they're taking. No, I'm being serious. I told you it's gonna be we're gonna get demonetized tonight. Her whole character is dumb and it's bad and it's stupid. And they should have changed this shit after last year. Last year, Lynn, we got it. She was struggling with crack and she was addicted. And a year later, after she's gone through rehab and she's went through sobriety, she's supposed to be sober. She's still shooting up and trying to go out here. And she's like, well, I have to save you. I have to save you because
you ever had to save me. Yeah, I'm with it because I keep focusing on now. It's been a year. Y'all could have made substantial changes in everybody and not just have them angry at each other.
Yeah,
in a year's time.
And she is a liability. She said that in the show, and I was like, "No, yeah, you're a liability, honey. You need to sit down."
Yeah, and especially when I would think she would be I think she would be on the level of Gambi after you originally dated Jefferson, married him, and went through this once. So you should have the background that allows you to, and also as a scientist, and I don't want to hear that, oh, she's a mother. And I get that. She is a mom. But for all the things that we've been through in the last 3 seasons, with Nista using her powers, with Jennifer using her powers, with them being kind of wardens over her, and then all that stuff, there comes a point where you have to call on previous experience. What did you do with your husband when he was messed up? Because their powers are essentially the same, So
well, with Lynn, she's shooting up powers now.
No. I mean the kids, as far as dealing with the kids, because you've dealt with this with Jefferson before, and now not only that, you have Gambi as support. You have the girls know their powers. We're not hiding. This isn't brand new. We've been through a war, all the shit we've been through. They should have came back honestly like the Fantastic Four, a tactical unit that was getting shit done.
That's it.
This season feels like season 3. Season 3 episode, what they ended on 16, so this is episode 18 of season 3.
Right.
So
and Jefferson is continuously saying, "Yo, Freeland is in hell." Freeland,
I'm still standing.
I don't know what to do.
You go and you attack people in your suit and tie.
Yeah, he adamant about not putting that Black Lightning suit back on.
Which again is weird. I said it on Twitter. If you're not gonna wear your suit, put on a jogging suit. Why are you walking around 6'5"? The very description of Jefferson Pierce. You ain't put a wig on in the comics.
There's some other 6'5" dudes somewhere.
Too big. That's it. Ain't no other 6'5" nothing in Freeland. No.
Drunk all the time.
Maybe Mayor William from Girlfriends. I think he was about 6'5".
He looked like he was 6'7".
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You walking around.
He look like he fresh off the Rockets.
Man, I want to see the mayor whoop some ass. But yeah, he Black Lightning is really, I don't know, man. What else you got on that list?
Let's see. Jeff getting his ass whooped all the time. Do you have anything else? Because I have a really long rant. Bad is concerned, and it's concerning your sis.
It's Anissa. Oh well, my issue is with Anissa. It involves Anissa, Grace, and Darius. What is your?
Ooh. Okay. Well, let me go down my list of things real quick. Anissa is a horrible character.
Yeah, terrible.
She is horrible. She is hella lame.
Okay.
She is hella. Okay, let's get the scene. Let's get the scene we went back and forth on Twitter about. Let's get that scene out of the way.
Okay.
She treated Darius as if he knew that she was gay. Darius was like, he was like, "Oh, I see what you're trying to do here. I used to be a player at one point in time. Are you somebody's uncle, ma'am?
We're at the barbecue.
Yeah. I used to be a player at one point in time in my life. Whose barbecue are you at right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, well, she was like, you're handsome and all this other stuff, but I'm gay. And I'm like, well, that nigga didn't know that shit. Y'all really kind of just met each other. You know what I'm saying? How you a whole doctor right now too?
Well, at this point,
do that. Don't do that.
At this point, they've had her in every, she's been in a white coat for a while. She worked at the free clinic. She started off as a teacher at Freeland High. I don't know, man. But like Marcus pointed out on Twitter, he was like, she was in med school. But I'm just trying to figure out between the war, between getting your superpowers, between becoming Blackbird. When did finish medical school. And where's that girlfriend from season 1? I want her to come back and act the fool.
Come back pregnant. And it's yours. That would be a twist.
Right. It was some doctor. No. But yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm telling you, but we had you was like, no, she's bi. I'm like, no, brother. She is
always
gay.
Man, no, she said that, but what I'm saying is there's precedent there that she has been with me, and not to say she needs to be with Darius, but I remember that scene, and Jefferson was like, "Oh, I thought you switch it up on me." Something he said. She was like, "No, I just dated so and so back in high school or something." And I was like, but that was like a throwaway line in the first or second season, randomly. So it's not like a big deal. But no.
Then we get this whole twist of her going to see her girlfriend, and then she's seen that she's a leopard, and she's like, I can't handle this today.
Now that's
what you're doing. You're terrible. You're horrible.
I don't understand that at all. Like,
just last episode, you couldn't leave her side, and now you just say, I can't deal with this today.
I don't know, man.
And I don't get that. I don't know now.
It has to be like the writer's room or the continuities, because if you needed her to go, if the end game was to get her and Darius out to eat near the shootout, we didn't even have to involve Grace in this episode.
Thank you.
You could have just been like, hey, you want to go get something to eat? She's like, well, I already know. And he's like, oh, okay, you already said you gay. It's not a date. She's like, oh, okay, let's go. He didn't need Grace at all.
He's like, let's just have like I forgot what he said, but he was just like, we just going out as friends. We could have some dinner as friends.
Yeah, that was fine. We didn't need her to go and see Grace, because if you cut that out of this episode, it changes nothing. Nothing is changed.
Same thing.
Nothing.
Same thing. She gave a pep talk to Darius that was whack as hell after the whole situation with finding the kid being killed. That pep talk was terrible, bro.
Well, my thing is, and I was kind of conflicted with it, that whole scene, because I was like, how are you? Okay, I'm not a doctor, not a medical doctor, don't work in that profession.
Right.
I would imagine, let's say Darius is, I don't know, 28. Well, no. How old would you be when you graduate medical? Fuck it. Let's just say he's 30. How do you? I'm not going to say it gets easy to see dead bodies. I'm not going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
But at what point, it didn't feel like he was brand new to this. He said, oh, I just moved here. So I'm thinking, you just moved to Freeland?
Yeah.
So they must be off. And this is a good job. It seems to be anyway. It's like a good paying job.
You're a black doctor. You got to get some kind of compensation.
I was like, this. So again, that's why I'm of two minds. I'm like, oh, that's weird. But then I'm also like, okay, death probably doesn't get easier. But that felt weird. It felt like it was done solely to make Anissa be the strong, tough one. Like, I've been through this. I've seen shit. Like, yeah, we know that. But why is Darius stressing about this? Like,
yeah.
People are going to die. So every time there's an emergency, a shootout, a natural disaster, are you going to fall apart?
Yeah. That whole conversation that they had too about when he was talking about his dog died and stuff like that, and I think that she was referring to her relationship as with Grace dying as well. That's how I took it. She was like, some of the stuff you just got to let go. It's too much for you, and all this other. Go back and watch that scene.
I will.
And it sounds like she's kind of frustrated with Grace. And I'm
like, that's coming from nowhere.
It's only been one episode.
That's why I feel like this episode is a combination of a bunch of different scenes that were supposed to be in other places. Like, maybe this was supposed to happen later, because it's been a year. Let's say a year now that we're on episode 2, a year and a week.
Mm-hmm.
Since last week, now you don't want to, you mad at Grace?
Because
Grace can't help it.
To a leopard?
She was in a coma. I was like, okay, she's woke. She was just in a coma last episode. Like, what? There's something missing there. That's not making her. Yeah.
can't deal with this. I just don't. Her character still. I know I went on this whole rant last week about her character not evolving, but her character is just not. It's not either. It's not written good, or she's not acting.
It's not the acting, because the actions, even if Angela Bassett played this role, it still was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing it? So I don't think it's the acting. I think it's like the direction or the scripting or the editing of scenes or whoever's placing this. For once, I don't think it's her acting.
I guess, man. She was. It just her that whole list. Her Blackbird stuff, which was very unbelievable, that she was able to get. He was able to get Tattoo Man, and I can't think of the other chick's name to save my life, and I'm sorry. But, who?
Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny. Like, so it's that easy to get them? And she said, well, you know, training and something else. And I'm like, no, like,
you should have done that work. You could have, and especially for how like murder crazy she was about Tobias. Like, if it's that easy, why don't you just kill them? It's one thing to be like, oh, this is a neutral ground. Just kill them then. And so that's what you was gonna do to Tobias. Like,
well, you know, it's real easy to intimidate somebody when you take a car mirror off and crush it. Like, I could have did that shit.
But I
go to jail. Like,
that's what I feel like. Something about this is something is missing. There feels like a bunch of scenes in between episode 1 and episode 2. Because even with Destiny and his card party, and then Lala and I don't know, because I feel like if I'm Lala and I know if I kill you, you're tattooed on my skin. If you put a hood over my face, I'm just gonna try to kill whoever you are, so that once you're dead, I'm good. Like,
you would think that they wouldn't even get a chance. So exactly. What is Lala's powers now? Then are they gone? Like, no, he was hanging with Tobias last. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, because when he went to the Tulsa riots in Lovecraft Country, apparently his powers were reset. Like, I don't know. I do not know.
But he was hanging with. Am I right or wrong? He was hanging with Tobias when they had their fight. Correct.
I mean, I thought he said some magic words to him, and then I don't know. Listeners, use the hashtag BLMPod. What the fuck is going on with Tattoo Man? Is he no longer a meta?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, literally, is that his weakness, putting the hood over his head?
If he can't see, he can't tattoo you. I don't know. This man survived an explosion in a facility underground with Bill Duke. So, like, I mean, hell, maybe you saw Black Lightning use his lightning as a rope or a whip. Yeah, so, you know, at this point, it's just like Freeland is the land of make believe. Yeah.
I just don't understand how it was that easy to get Lala to that fucking meeting, and they was like, they were really roughing him up when they was bringing him to.
Look, Black Lightning was doing from the start. Yeah, man. It's just after having, I don't know why we thought this season would be different after 3 seasons of whatever we were getting. Now we're in the 4th and final season. This doesn't even feel like an adequate send-off. Like I would okay, if we're getting 13 episodes, let's even say 20, and this is the final season, and we know, let's say 19, because episode 7 is supposed to be Khalil's Painkiller's backdoor pilot.
Right.
The continuity at the least should be consistent, even if it's a terrible season,
right?
Like, not good quality. From start to finish, it should be a consistent mess.
Right.
This is all over the place.
Yeah.
This is literally like, this was it's the Riverdale effect. Riverdale did this shit, and I hate to keep bringing it up, but season 1, Riverdale, 13 episodes, it was good. Murder mystery. At the end, we find out who did what. Left us on a cliffhanger for seasons 2, 3, 4, and 5. All off the rails. It's like they said, Cole, you get episode 2. Rain, you get episode 3. Arthur, you get episode 4. Empress, you get episode 5. But I don't want y'all to talk to each other at all. You just, and we just gonna make it work. And I was like, so that's what this feels like. It's like They probably trying behind the scenes to make some shit, put it together, but it just doesn't feel cohesive. It doesn't.
What did you have for Anissa? Did I?
It was the Darius Grace stuff. That's what really pissed me off because she has a history in this show, which I don't understand how she is this like lesbian icon when she does such terrible shit. Your first girlfriend from season 1 did not do anything wrong, and you fucking left her.
And you didn't even have your powers yet, by the way.
So you were a terrible person from the start. Then you get with Grace, and then you fuck over Grace, and then because you happen to bump into her at her job, which is at your new girlfriend's wealthy party, then you're like, oh, hey, what's going on, girl? Then you get back together with her, but then she gives you the ultimatum. Yeah, look at Arthur. She gives you the, will you hurt me? If anybody said, Cole, will you hurt me? I want to give you a second chance. Just promise not to hurt me. The least you can say is, hey, insert girl's name. I'm going to do everything in my power not to hurt you again.
Right.
That is the least you could do. She don't do that. She takes her dead uncle, her uncle's death, and then uses that to weasel in and get with Grace again. And then you get annoyed by Grace and the shit she's going through. It's like, we know that she's like 100 years old and her parents were killed and she's been through human trafficking and shit. And then she's in a coma sex trafficking specifically. Then she's in a coma after fighting a war alongside you and your superpowered ass family.
Also, she got tricked into doing that. She didn't even do that.
She survived on her own for a whole season where we didn't even see her and she was fine. And she's in a coma and you can't take this anymore.
Got to go out with Darius and get a drink.
What the fuck is this? And then the thing that pissed me off even more is that she's in the same facility that Darius and Anissa works at. So that makes me believe Darius knows, even if he don't know that they're together, you know about metas, you know about the meta genes, you know about. So what? Where you are a horrible person, Anissa. You are a terrible person. She's not. Past being attractive, like not the actress, of course, the character. Past her being an attractive person, physically, I don't see the redeeming qualities. Because she's
lame as fuck. She's lame as heck. She has lame ass jokes. She has lame ass damn pep talk. She's gonna end up kissing Darius. Something sexual tension is going to happen between.
I don't want that. Like,
I don't either.
Let this dude be her homeboy. Like, you both are black. You black people working in STEM.
You don't see it though.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see them like leading there, but I don't like that because what are we doing? What are we doing? What is the point? Is now all of a sudden in episode 2 strong and smart enough as Blackbird to get the two big crime families together. Why didn't she kill them? Not that that's needed. I'm not advocating for it, but why didn't you kill them and just get them out the way?
Right.
Now all you gotta do is get Tobias.
Right.
There's no plot. I don't know.
No, it's just I don't know where they're going with this. I don't know what they're doing. I had this whole rant last week. Let me chill. Maybe I'm yelling. I don't know from what I'm doing. But let me just say this. And I had this rant last week. This character is the only character in this show that has not evolved. She is the same character from the very first season that we've gotten her. Yeah. And it would be different if it was a situation where she started off as being very
terrible.
What's the word? Mule-headed, stubborn. And we get an evolution of her actually kind of still being that way, but still being like, yo, I need to handle being a superhero in a different way. And handling being Thunder and being that character and going with it. She's consistently the same. She continues to get girlfriends to treat them like shit. She's always trying to fight somebody and get her ass whooped or being very bull.
Just like her daddy.
Hey, apple don't fall too far from the tree.
Like her daddy. Yeah.
She's consistently doing the wrong thing, but then it's justified because she's a superhero. Like, no, I'm like, that's not how that works.
Yeah, no, because at least with Jennifer, we've seen her not have powers, get them, and then try to keep them a secret. We've seen her dealing with her friends and powers. She dealt with the shootout at school. Love interest with Khalil.
She dealt with her relationship problems way better than Anissa did, and she's little sister.
Yeah, she went on a roller coaster of issues, emotional, physical, and whatnot. We have parental, like if you track her from season 1 to season 4, though you might not like how she's acting in season 4, she's been manipulated by Bill Duke. She's been fed this propaganda to get her on his side. Keisha has been a thorn in her side and also been a friend. Khalil, she's lost him several times. She's had parents that have treated her like she was 4 years old. Like she's been through a lot. Anissa, she started off grown with several careers and a visible apartment and a girlfriend, Instagram baddie girlfriend, and she just like, the thing that makes me feel kind of sort of okay with her is that I could see everything that she's done. If she was written as a male character, I probably would come to the same conclusion, but I feel like they're writing her, however not great, still in a way that if she was a male character, I think it would be the same. I think it would be consistent, but I don't think.
Oh man, Jennifer's the way Jennifer is in this season right now is justified. Like you know what I'm saying? Like everything we've known that she's gone through. Like Anissa has gone through a lot of stuff, but it's just like, I'm not gonna change. Why should I change? I'm just doing the same stuff. It works.
Blackbird, they went through their Daredevil arc, which I'm like, why didn't you take notes from actual Daredevil? This could have been Blackbird could have been a good, like Blackbird and Jamila for season 3. They should have been like a team. It should have been Foggy and Daredevil. Like they should have been solid, but I don't know. I think they're just relying on her being an attractive Black woman. Dark skin, not racially ambiguous, because I don't see pretty much everything you just said. I'm co-signing. Why can't you handle this with Grace now? And why are we mentioning this to Darius? Like, if we're gonna talk about, and why was it just his dog? Not to say dogs are not important, pet owners, but
pet owner.
Why? Here you go. Has he never been? Is that the? And again, I'm not saying it's not legitimate, but is that the most that he's been through? When Anissa has been through a war, she's been through several girlfriends. She's been through a lot of shit. So I'm with you. Long story short, I don't think Anissa is doing well this season, and I don't even think it's the direction the actress is taking. I think it's the show itself.
So you think
poorly, yeah, because even if, let's say, she can't act at all, Anissa can't act, fine. But if you're still saying the words, if you're still saying, I'm sorry, I shouldn't do this, regardless if you're acting well or poorly, you're still saying those words. They're not. She's not. Shit, she's not. So, yeah, that's. I'm not with it. I'm not with it at all. I want better. I want better for her. I want better for the whole family. I don't know, how do you turn this around? We don't know how many listeners, if you know how many episodes on this season, let us know in the comments. We use that hashtag BLMPod. I don't know how many episodes are in this season.
We don't.
So I don't even know how. I would say maybe at least 7, because we know Khalil's backdoor pilot, I think, is supposed to be episode 6.
I don't even want it no more. After watching this episode, I'm like, this is gonna be a bullshit ass season. I'm keeping it in a buck right now. I don't even want it.
I'm okay with it because I don't think it's the same creative team. But even still, like, we getting this, red light-skinned black boy, which, I mean, all fine and good. I'll lust over Khalil all day long, but what is the point? Like, you're really fitting into this CW aesthetic. Where are these dark-skinned people? Every young dark-skinned black boy on this show has been killed. And TC is off screen on the phone somewhere. TC, the nigga that can control technology.
You didn't even like TC at first.
It don't matter. He is useful. He is useful and he makes sense.
You hated this character, now he's your homeboy.
No, it goes back on the show. Like initially, I was like, "Who the fuck is this nigga?" But like knowing the extent of his power, I feel like he could solve a lot of issues, and they're just not using it. I mean, he might pop up again. He was, on the phone, which I'm happy for that to hear his voice. But like, bring him on the show. Bring back everybody. Make this the end game of Black Lightning. This show, between Crisis, the second season being kind of a slog, and then coming to this, and then with COVID kind of, I'm sure, interfering with production, and I don't know what we're going to get at the end of season 4, man.
I don't either. Well, we got you want to go through some comments and some questions, and then go through our best and worst?
Yeah, that'll work. Let's see. We got, of course, Empress. Lynn is still a crackhead. Yeah, we know she's not a fan of Lynn. Lynn is not likable. This is something interesting. She says, Empress Journey says they're divorced. How you separate them when you're divorced? Just leave. I get that intellectually, but like they have superpowered daughters. Like,
yeah.
So
they need to make this a home.
I'm gonna let that slide for a little bit. Let's see. We also got from Empress Journey, why is Lynn running around with bootleg powers in the tux? Because Gambi wouldn't let her get a gown. I don't know.
Her Storm cosplay is terrible.
Well, she's a mutant and proud stan. And then I'm like, man, Gambi is okay. Another thing, quick aside. But all right, nigga. Why was everybody mad at Gambi? He's not obligated to answer your call when y'all didn't even say we were going on a mission.
They are hating on a player.
This man got a whole life.
He getting some booty. He doing spy shit. Gambi is not giving, bro. He getting a job. He know this shit ain't paying good, so he
said a job is the end. I gotta jump ship.
Right.
And my new Lynn Whitfield, she gonna get me out of here.
That's this pretty young thing trying to talk to me. I'm about
to my god. Yeah.
Gambi, where the hell you at? Like, shit, living.
Yeah. Jefferson yelled at this man. He said, "Well, where the hell was you at bro? That's your child.
It's your child.
Your daughter. She came from your."
I just babysit from time to time. That's it. I got to get out here and get this booty.
A sanctioned mission. She just went. Like,
hey, and Gambi was smooth with it too. He's like, "I'm not interested in the job. I'm interested in you." Go ahead. I'm
Thank you, Gambi.
I'm interested in you. I said, that's it. Okay, player. I can't even.
Let's see what we got up there. We got Arthur. Arthur's like, Black Lightning was doomed from the start. And I don't know if he means the start of season 4 or the start of season 1, but he has a follow-up, which is the main character was whack and couldn't act.
Don't do Chris Williams like that. I think
living single.
I think Chris did an excellent job. I think he's doing a good job.
I think the show they're not. What else? Arthur also says the villains and daughters carried the show. I mean, he was getting his ass whooped by everybody, so I don't think that's wrong. Tobias, Lala, Lady Eve, around.
All of them, yeah, he got a point.
Yeah, even Dr. Jace, honestly, I feel like she was a very strong.
Bring her back. That'll give Lynn something to do. Bring White Lynn back so they can be mad at each other. That was good.
Man, that was good. That was some good shit.
Get out of here, you bitch.
Yeah, they was. Oh man, that's some shit. I want to see them locked up in a room together.
Yeah,
let's see.
Back and forth.
Let's see. Folks act like lesbians can't be trash humans. No, yeah. Folks act like lesbians can't be trash humans. Anissa
she treated her girlfriend like crap.
She was terrible from the start. With it. Like, who's writing this? And they're like, yeah, this is like, give her one good relationship, fam. No. Let's see what else he got. Arthur also says Black Lightning is like watching Insecure but with power. No, for real. I'm waiting for Molly. Who was it that? No, that was on Batwoman. But yeah, I could see that. See that. Let's see. There's a few more things here. Okay. Arthur asks, Question: do y'all think lesbian characters are written not as characters but as plot devices to focus on their sexuality and not their character development?
I would say if it was 5 to 10 years ago, yes. But I think with us being a lot more knowledgeable about, and Rain, you might want to take this over too, but from my point of view, I think with us being a lot more knowledgeable about the LGBT community, I think that has changed, and I think it's actually they do have some characters with some good character development. So, but for this show, not so much.
Yeah, I think overall, I agree with you because again, we are in a space now where you have creative teams that have queer people on them that are able to write these stories a little bit more truly. With this show in particular, I don't know with CW because there's this CW sheen that's put on a lot of shows where it's just a bunch of conventionally attractive people who are supposed to be in their 20s run around doing shit. It's like the Gossip Girl effect. And so when it comes down to lesbianism and even queer folks, it's like whatever's palatable for the general audience. Because we haven't gotten not one stud, one more butch or masculine presenting girl that wasn't put off this, t-shirt and put on this dress and you're just so pretty, or a guy that is not, I'd say, token gay friend. And we haven't gotten that on this show at all. But like when it comes to CW, I think it is a lot of queer baiting because.
Can I say this? And I think I brought this up before. I'm not gay or anything like that, but I think that the whole case with Anissa, I really and I wish I could talk to her to kind of get a better understanding. I look at Nafessa Williams as not very comfortable playing this character, but took the role. Just looking at how she handled, we've talked about this on the show before about the different scenes that she's had that where she was, supposed to be, intimate with her counterpart, and it really just looked super. And if you disagree with me, let me know. But it just she looked uncomfortable doing some of these scenes. It didn't feel. The chemistry didn't feel like it was right. It just felt like she was just like, okay, yeah, I'm gay, and you can get into bed with me. I just think that they are using Nafessa Williams as an attractive woman who is just saying that she's a lesbian, and like you got people out there like, oh yeah, like look at that. But I've always said this, and I will continue to say this. If you don't feel comfortable doing the role, don't take the job.
Yeah. And again, I'm not a lesbian, so I can only speak to so much. But I know some of these scenes do feel like, what are we doing? Because I've seen Anissa and other things. What's that hood movie that she was in? When
she in the hood movie?
Oh my god, I'd have to find it. It's not. I'm
watching it tonight.
I'm gonna say hood movie, but it's a
probably a movie.
Yeah, okay, so she
was in Toy Story 3.
She was, with the guy, like, and so I don't, that may be unfair to compare the two because maybe there was different points in her career, and it's been 4 years or 4 seasons rather. So I don't know, but it did not feel like she did a lot of those parts justice to me. I would like to know what some of the lesbians who are fans of the show, how they feel. Because just being LGBTQAI, I don't think is enough, because that her role in the show is speaking directly to their experience. But I don't know. It doesn't always feel like it's done well. Now there are moments where I'm like, oh, okay, this is nice, but it's not consistent to me. And with that CW sheen that they put on stuff, I'll say if nothing else, Anissa has had black lovers. Usually when you see gay folks on these shows, they're in these interracial relationships, which is fine. Those exist, but like there are also relationships with 2 black partners, and where one of them isn't racially ambiguous. So, to answer your question, Arthur, I think for CW, yeah, I think sometimes it is just to get in those particular views, get those people to watch. But that's that. And lastly, Arthur said, "Damn, all the dark skinned brothers are dead." Yep.
Yeah, they gone. Nigga Nightcrawler too.
True.
Bring that nigga Nightcrawler. He was amazing.
Yeah.
He didn't even do shit. He just whooped some ass and was like, "All right, I see y'all."
He did what needed to be done.
Give me my check.
Man.
Please wrap that up. Please tell us what nigga Nightcrawler
and Cutter. Where's she at? I don't know.
Potholes that they need to wrap up. They got a lot of shit they got to wrap up at the end of this.
They're gonna do it all in one episode. In the last one, Black Lightning comes back and kills everybody, and then throws them into Arkham. I don't know. So yeah, let's get to some favorites, man. Who's your favorite of this episode?
Don't have one.
Whoa, X. I put an X.
I was going to be funny and say the therapist, but I don't even want to give her props like that. I didn't have a favorite, man. This episode was horrible.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give it to Darius. He the new guy. You know what I'm saying? He got a good job. He had a good recruiter. They got him this good job. I'll give it.
Here we fucking go.
This bobblehead ass nigga. I'm giving it to Darius. Who's your least favorite?
Why'd you give it to Darius again? I just want to hear it.
Because he got a good job.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good man, Savannah. No, he moved to Freeland.
So basically, he's just a placeholder until Painkiller shows up. I got it.
No. I'm done with that. So, oh shit, nah. But yeah, I mean, he did what he do.
Yeah, sure.
What about the least favorite?
Whole cast.
The
whole damn cast. Everybody on this damn show pissed. It was terrible. It was just a terrible show, man. It was a terrible episode, and I just can't. I can't.
Well, I gotta go with Lynn. Because she is a liability. You are not just like fighting crime in secret on the side. Now you're going to where your daughter is and not even telling her. And yeah, you're using people's you harvesting Wendy's powers. What is this? Like, yeah. I don't know. What's favorite scene?
Credits. The end credits.
Credit.
Wow.
TV,
Greg, move your head. When they said the lightning on the DC, that was my favorite scene. I dislike this show, so this episode was horrible.
Yeah, I get that from you. I'm getting that. What about out of 5 lightning strikes? What do you give this?
1. And the only reason why I'm giving it 1 lightning strike is because Tattoo Man. I thought we were going somewhere in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Okay, all jokes aside, I thought we were going somewhere with that first speech that Tattoo Man gave about him being the only power in Freeland. I was like, we finna go somewhere. Mm-hmm. Then this nigga get caught with a fucking hood over his head
by BlackNerd. Yeah.
So I mean, you killed any credibility this man had.
Mm-hmm. That was actually my favorite scene. Was his speech. And I gave it 1 lightning strike as well, only because it doesn't, even aside from the actors and what they're doing, just the presentation of the show itself, this episode is all over the place. Like, I don't understand like even Anissa's actions feels like there was a whole 30 scenes in between episode 1 that are missing.
Mm-hmm. My whole even through my whole notes. If you could see my notes, it's like, where are we going? Where are we going? What is the end game? Where are we going? What are we doing? That's all I wrote through the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm with it. Well, shit, that's it. I mean, any final thoughts?
Unfortunately, I will show up because I do have a contractual obligation to be on this show, so I will be back next week. You didn't sell me on it, but
yeah. Well,
wait, real quick, last thing before because I know we're running out of time. Real quick, you think what episode you think Jefferson gonna put the suit back on?
I still say the last one because shit, who knows how many episodes? It might be the next one. Shit, like I don't.
He can't keep breaking feet.
Yeah, he can. He gonna keep blinding people, breaking legs.
You gonna wish you ain't here. You like my gift that I found?
Yeah. Yeah, that weird shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe episode 4, 2.
This is episode 2.
Is it though? Or is this episode 18 of season 3? I don't know. Whenever season 4 actually start, he's gonna wear the suit. So I don't know. I say before Khalil gets his backdoor pilot.
So next week. Because that pilot's coming soon. It's got to be.
That pilot already happened. It was episode 1. Yeah, so I don't know, man. When you think he gonna get the suit?
Probably by 5 or 6.
Where's my super suit? Yeah, I don't know. Listeners, let us know what y'all think. If you made it this far, hashtag BLM pod, and let us know, when do you think Jefferson's going to adorn his Black Lightning super suit? Yeah, well, let these folks know where to find you, stalk you, support you online.
Well, guys, if you want to catch me on Instagram, if you check down here, you'll see that Cole Jackson _BYNK is on Instagram. But if you want to get with me on Twitter, it's at Cole Jackson12, where you'll see me and Rain go back and forth about different things with Black Lightning.
Yes, y'all. And those links will be in the show notes. And of course, you can find me on Instagram right there too. CarefreeBlackNerd. On Twitter, CarefreeBlurred. That's the most immediate way to get in touch with me, so utilize that. If you must email me, if you got a little bit more to say, you want to send a voice note, you want to send some materials, I don't know, carefreeblacknerd@gmail.com. That's where you can reach me. And y'all, this has been episode 2. So until next time, stay carefree, stay nerdy, stay geeky, and stay doing your cosplay, Lynn. We see you, boo. The outside open up, you're gonna be at all the cons in your Storm cosplay, fam. Oh shit. All right, y'all. Well, we out.